Pretty cool getting stopped and people congratulating me, or a person congratulating me on finishing the New York City Marathon and asking me some questions about it. So pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna head back right now. I'm gonna start my watch, but before I do, yeah, the race itself was fun. So many people there. I mean, you could probably, I'm sure other folks are talking about the New York City course, all that type of stuff. I'll make this super short because it's not like a race recap. Super fun. I couldn't go as fast as I would have wanted to for a couple of reasons. One, mainly my hamstring. Two, I think because of my hamstring, I wasn't able to taper as I should have, and actually get some, like, I just like stop working, but actually work, get some volume still going. I think my body needs volume, so I kind of like, the volume went down drastically, so I wasn't able to, I didn't feel right on race day. And then the course itself is super challenging. I'll conquer one day. This year it wasn't that day, so, but I'll come back. But it was fun. The crowd support was insane. I've never heard crowds being that loud. It was crazy loud. And the best parts were seeing my family, mile 18 and mile 23. That was the highlight, seeing them and hanging out with them, taking pictures, video, seeing the signs that my kids made and them cheering, and my wife, they're cheering, having fun. The best part was that. So it's probably the most fun race I've ever participated in, but I need to conquer it one day, or maybe do a quote-unquote victory lap again and just run around it and have fun. Actually, I think I'll do that. It's just a fun course. I'll probably just go super easy and just have fun with the crowds and things of that nature. It's just an amazing vibe there.
The goal is sub 3. I'll give everything I've got to get there. But for now, it's about getting as close as I can.
All right, let's talk about the New York City Marathon. So, it turned out to be more of a fun run, which is awesome. But I went into it trying to get a PR. So, I didn't set out to just have fun, things of that nature. Although, I'm trying to rethinking my strategy and my goals for world majors going forward, where I may just do like a victory lap for those ones, meaning go have fun, enjoy it, but not really race it. Although if I get into Chicago, I will race it. But the other ones, I'll probably just gonna have fun, And for me, the victory lap for Chicago, if I did run it for fun, wouldn't be because I qualified for it. So not necessarily would be a victory lap anyway. But for the ones I do qualify in the future, be more like a victory lap, and then really push hard on these local marathons. In my my little list of marathons that I do. So anyway, let's talk about New York. So we got into town, by town being New York, on Wednesday, a few days before the marathon. We left LAX around 7 a.m., got into Newark around 3 p.m. And by the time we jumped to the air train and jumped onto the train to Penn Station, we probably got into the city around like 5 p.m. So we ended up just going getting some pizza and just had an early night, which is fine. And then on Thursday, it was pouring. So we just kind of did some chill stuff. Took the boys to FAO Schwartz and got some toys and things of that nature. So that was super fun. But it was pouring. And then on Friday, we also pretty much a chill day, but we did a little bit more stuff, hung out in the city, did stuff like that, and it was super fun. I would say like a couple days before I left to New York, I was stretching, and I think I tweaked my hamstring. I think it was just muscle tightness, but that whole week, man, I was like, oh man, did my hamstring go out? So I was pretty stressed out. Turned out to be fine, I guess. I couldn't push it hard during the race, but it was definitely more mental, I think, than physical, because the whole time I was in New York, I was thinking about my hamstring. Ugh. And Saturday, it was time to go pick up the bib, hang out at the expo. The family and I ended up going on a cruise afterwards by the Javits Center. There is some like cruise lines and whatnot, and we took one of those and went to Staten Island Ferry. I'm sorry, Staten Ferry. Wrong day. We took a ferry to the Statue of Liberty and hang out that area. And so it was like an hour. It was good because I was able to get off my feet and just be on the boat. And then afterwards, it was time for some pasta. So we walked over to this Italian place and had some pretty decent pasta. And kids had pizza. And yeah, then we just went back to the hotel and kind of chilled for a second. By the way, it's way too hot to be wearing this long sleeve New York shirt. Not because it's a New York shirt, it's because it's long sleeve. It's kind of warm today. So anywho, yeah, after we come back to the hotel, my wife and I were like, oh, let's take the kids to a park. So we went to Madison Park, I think, and hung out there. The kids were just running in the lawn. There was like one part that was open, so they ended up having a good time running around. And afterwards we picked up some Chinese food. I had some rice and duck. Never did that before a race, but it turned out pretty good. So the day of the race, I woke up obviously super early. Fortunately, because of daylight savings time, I gained an hour. But yeah, got up, had some coffee, had a scratch bar, and then made my way towards the subway. Probably like 4:30 a.m. And it's New York City, so you got people walking the streets that early, hanging out, probably going home after a late night. Good for them. I'm too old for that. But yeah, just jumped on the subway and got to the Staten Island Ferry terminal station pretty easily. And then waited around there for a little bit, jumped on the 5 a.m. ferry super easy. Got into the village around, actually we got to the bus station first, probably 30 minutes later, then to the bus, now 30 minutes, got into the village. I heard the security lines for some people were pretty challenging, but for me, it was easy. Just went through security real quick, and I was at the village. So I'm gonna do 8 miles, not 10. I'm gonna turn around right here, maybe do a double later. Yeah, I feel okay. I need to get back, so I'll probably do a double later today.
Every run gets me a little closer. Maybe it's sub 3 this time, maybe not. But I'm putting in the work 1 mile at a time.